Shalom, Maspuka. I remember the first time the word of the Most High came to me. Before I started this channel, I noticed teachers teaching. I noticed something was wrong, something was missing. I was watching other teachers and I was studying myself. And I started wondering, why aren't they going into certain scriptures? Why are they leaving certain scriptures out? And so what I did, and it was the Most High that pressed upon me, to create a channel and start bringing out things that they are not bringing out. So that's what I was doing. I was bringing out things that they were not bringing out. And one night, I did a few videos. And one night, that was the first time the word of the Most High came to me the way it did. And I remember those 3 messages. I heard them loud and clear. Here comes the judge. I heard it. The Ancient of Days. This is what I heard in my sleep. And when I woke up and I understood, it was early in the morning, I understood what he was doing. He started giving me messages. The ultimate test. I heard these 3 in one night, in the same night. And see, the word of Yahuah came to me in a vision. And this is what happened to the people in scripture. Some of them, the word of the Most High came to them in a vision. And then, after doing some more videos, then came the land connection. And that blew me away. Because there was a connection made between me and the land. This land is a living land. I connected with the land and I understood the land is speaking and the land is alive. And it was the beginning. And the Most High, since the land connection, the Most High words have been coming to me from the Most High. And this is, when he gives me the words, then I go through the scriptures and I pull out the scriptures and I put the message together. But the word has been coming to me ever since. You would be stunned if I go down the list and show you, example, this video, this message. I've had it months. When you get when a message comes forth on this channel, and I've said this before, I've had it for months. Why have I had this message for months and just now saying it? Why? Because I checked. There are 40 messages I'm behind, and it takes months to get them out. And I know the Most High can give me more messages than I can put out. That's a fact. I see that. So, this video, the word of Yahuah came to me. This is what happened to the prophets. The word of the Most High came to them. And so we need to understand, and I'm going to show you, you have to understand that when you click on a video here, when you go through the scriptures at home, and you see the Most High speaking to you, the word of the Most High comes to you, and you should want this word. Your heart, your mind, you should be open to his word to receive his word. And after this message, you're going to understand how to receive, how the word comes to you. The word, how he speaks to us through his word. He used his people to speak to us through his word. The first scripture here, Enoch 66:1. And this is Noah. In those days, the word of the Most High came to me and said, Noah, behold, your lot has ascended up to me. A lot void of crime. This is his lot here. A lot beloved and upright. Noah was perfect. So we sing. What we're going to do here is go through different examples. We see this. The word of the Most High, if a man is righteous, the word of the Most High should come to you. And when it comes, from now on, you have to be aware. This is a word from the Most High. And when an enemy speaks, you know the words of the Most High. And see, you won't follow a stranger, an enemy. When the enemy speaks, you will not listen to this enemy. You only listen to the word that come from the mouth of the Father. Genesis 15:1. And we knew we knew the word came to him. After these things, the word of Yahuah came to Abram in a vision. So you can go to sleep. Understand, these are night visions. You can go to sleep and the Most High speak a word to you in your dreams. And you wake up electrified with that word. That word will be in you. So he speaks a word. He can speak a word to you while you up and about. I was up and about and out when the land connection happened. I was up, about, and out. And in your dream. So this is the Most High can speak to you any way he would like. But he speaks to his people through his word. You will hear him talking directly to you in his word in certain situations. So Abram, in a vision, saying, do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your exceeding great rewards. When he speaks these words, it's a word that they need. It's a word that's going to benefit them. Now, you know, the word that the Most High speak is not always the word we want to hear. Genesis 15:4. And behold, the word of Yahuah came to me, saying, this one shall not be your heir, but one who will come from your own body shall be your heir. So here's the word once again coming to Abraham and giving instructions. This is another thing the word does. It gives instructions. Understand. People don't understand Torah. Torah is light. Torah is truth. Psalms 119:142. It's truth. Torah also is direction, instruction. So you understand, when the first man was in the garden, he commanded him not to eat. That was Torah. That was instructions, direction. And Torah is also a prophetic teaching. There are prophetic teachings in Torah right now that have yet come to pass. Okay, this is Enoch 88:32. Then that sheep went to the wolves. The sheep, we know, this is Moshe. The wolves is Pharaoh and the Egyptians. And the Most High gave a word to Moshe. He went to the wolves with the word of Yahuah when another met him. And this other one that met him, and they proceeded with him, of course, this is Aaron. So we sing Moshe. See, sent with a word from Yahuah. In order to get the word came to Moshe. And then Moshe had to deliver that word. 1 Samuel 15:10 through 10 and 11. Now the word of Yahuah came to Samuel, saying, I greatly regret that I have set up Shaul as king, and he has turned back from following me. This is something, there's some in a certain sect of Christianity, they believe once saved, always saved. No, you can turn back from following him. You can follow him all the days of your life. And when you get on your deathbed, you can turn from following him. So he turned back from following him and has not performed my commandments. The Most High expect for us to perform his commandments, to do his commandments. You see, to keep his instructions, to keep his direction. And when you do this, you're keeping his word. And when you don't do it, it's iniquity. And there will be a price to pay for iniquity. And it grieved Samuel. And he cried out to Yahuah all night. Again, some of the words that even come to the prophets is not what they wanted to hear. And we're going to have some examples. 2 Samuel 7:1 through 6. Here's Dude. Now it came to pass when the king was dwelling in his house. Here's Dude dwelling in his house. And Yahuah had given him rest from all his enemies all around. That the king said to Nathan his prophet, see now, I dwell in a house of cedar, but the ark of the Most High dwells inside tent curtains. So he was thinking about the Most High. And this is another thing. When you start to think about certain things and you say certain things, the Most High hears you. So he heard Dude. Then Nathan said to the king, go. do all that is in your heart, for Yahuwah is with you. I hesitate on go, and I'm going to show you here. When the Most High tell people to go, they went and did whatever he commanded. And you can ask all the teachers, when he said go, what did he mean when he told this person to go? They will tell you he mean for the person to go do what he said to do. Go wherever he tell them to go. But when he tell us to go from the midst of her, all of a sudden, he's talking about go spiritually. And this is not what the scripture is saying. But it happened that night that the word of Yahuwah came to nothing, saying, go and tell my servant dude. He had to go. He wasn't with him at the time. He had to go where he's at. Thus says Yahuwah, would you build a house for me to dwell in? This is a question the Most High is asking, dude, through the prophet here. Would you go and build a house for me to dwell in? And it's a point here that need to come out later. For I have not dwelt in a house since the time. Listen what the Most High is saying. I have not dwelt in a house since the time that I brought the children of Yasharah up from Egypt, even to this day, but have moved about in a tent and in a tabernacle. So we seen the Most High in a tent and a tabernacle, and they was moved, and he was being moved about. 2 Samuel 7:10. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Yasharah. And this is something our teachers can't teach us. He will appoint a place. There is a place appointed to you, Yasharah. There is a place appointed to you by the Most High. Who will believe the report of the Most High? Who will believe the words of the Most High when it came out of his mouth? Who will believe this word? And who will unappoint this place? Who? What wicked teacher will unappoint this place? There is an appointed place for Yasharah. My question is, how did it happen, Yasharah? This is what the scripture says. How did it happen? How did you end up in enemy's land? How did this happen? You're in enemy's land celebrating, having a good time as if everything is all right. But you have to understand, there is an appointed place for you. The righteous people, our minds are on this appointed place. We're thinking about this appointed place. This is placed in the Most High's heart. And he says, I will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own and move no more. The Most High talking about planting us in a place of our own where we don't have to move anymore. Why do you think Yahushua will come back to set up a kingdom and plant us in a land where we won't have to be moved no more? This is the heart of the Most High. This is the heartbeat of the Almighty. We just don't have his heartbeat. We're not with him. We're okay, scattered in the lands of our captivity. Nor shall the sons of wickedness oppress them anymore as previously. 2 Samuel 24:11-12. Now when Dude arose in the morning, the word of Yahuwah came to prophet Gad, Dude's seer, saying, go and tell Dude, here we go, over and over, go and tell, go here, go there. And these righteous men went, because if not, it will be sin for them. And we're going to see one, he's going to tell them to go and tell. And this one going to say, no, I'm not doing it. He didn't say it with his mouth. He said it with his actions. That's why we have the saying, action speaks louder than words. Your actions. Go and tell Dude, thus says Yahuwah, I offer you 3 things. Choose one of them for yourself that I may do it to you. So he had 3 things to choose from. This is the word for Dude. 1 Kings 6:11-14. And the word came to Solomon saying, so we seeing a pattern here. We're seeing a pattern of the word of the Most High coming to these men. The word of the Most High is coming to the men. And the men acting on this word that's coming to them. And when the word comes to them, there is a message. There is instructions. There's something you have to do.